benchmark for sound fiscal policy is 40 to 50% for sound fiscal policy. Madam Speaker, the third thing, Madam Speaker, the third common thread you would have noted throughout, Madam Speaker, is this new thing about, that they're talking about, is about this R, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, they fail to realize, Madam Speaker, this R is about capital purchases and capital works, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, the allocation under R has nothing to do with Minister for Economy or the line ministers. It is between the permanent secretaries of the line ministry and the permanent secretary Ministry of Economy, Madam Speaker. So the allocation under R, so the allocation, come on, listen, please, listen. Madam Speaker, because we are dealing with this R, you are not, we don't know. You know, we don't know. You put
Order. Please let's hear the Honourable Minister.
Madam Speaker, so the allocations under R are transactions raised between the two permanent secretaries. The opposition must also understand that the overall growth of the economy rests with the Ministry of Economy. So it's the final vetting agency to ensure that capital works expenditure, which is under R and requisition, are in line with the financial management manual and will deliver the best for the Fijian economy and the country in the line ministry, Madam Speaker. So, Madam Speaker, that is why, Madam Speaker, whenever we go for tender, etc., Madam Speaker, there are various, please listen, there are various sets of eyes in the form of committees who vets the submissions, Madam Speaker. So someone might pick some anomaly somewhere, Madam Speaker. We're dealing with taxpayers' money, and we're dealing with capital purchases, we're dealing with outside people, Madam Speaker, capital grant to outside people, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, the last thread, Madam Speaker, that I wish to note is comments which are based on vested interest from members of the opposition, Madam Speaker. Let me just give one example, Madam Speaker. Yesterday, Honourable Nawai Kula tried his best to argue why we are providing increased funding to sugar industry. We need to put this into perspective, Madam Speaker, why he's saying it. He's saying that because we are reviving an industry that he tried his best to kill when he was at ETLDP, Madam Speaker. So he is the one, Madam Speaker, who tried his best to kill the industry, and now we are reviving it. So he's questioning why we are funding the sugar industry, Madam Speaker. So you can see his vested interest, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, if you get time, Madam Speaker, I'm sure you would have gone towards Wainikoro, Kilikoso, Langalanga. You will see, Madam Speaker, vast stretches of land with overgrown bush, which before used to be under sugarcane, Madam Speaker. What you can see is overgrown bush with Honourable Nawai Kula's face on it, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, if you go to Malo Malo, Singotoka, Madam back road you might have seen, Madam Speaker, you see empty houses, empty shops, which used to be shops, very vibrant shops, Madam Speaker. Vast tracts of land, Madam Speaker, lying idle under overgrown bush, Madam Speaker. That's the stamp. That's the stamp of Honourable Nawai Kula, Madam Speaker, in collaboration with Garika, Madam Speaker. They killed the industry, Madam Speaker, and they are now feeling the pain, Madam Speaker, when we are trying to revive the industry, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I applaud Honourable Prime Minister and Minister of Economy for empowering all Fijian families through the 2018-19 budget, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, successful economic development starts with decisions made within families, Madam Speaker, and households. Improving the education, the skills of the population, and investment in human capital is a central factor in development, and this budget provides those precursors for human capital development, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, waterways and environment have cultural and spiritual values for many people in Fiji. Important customs and spiritual beliefs of the Fijian community are embedded in our waterways and environment. Furthermore, waterways and environment are linked to important sources of food, recreation and income, and such are integral to our way of life. Madam Speaker, as such, it is timely that we consolidate efforts to safeguard our environment and waterways. Madam Speaker, I applaud the vision of Honourable Prime Minister and Honourable Minister of Economy in identifying the synergies between the waterways management and the preservation of Fiji's natural environment. Madam Speaker, as such, the formulation of Ministry of Waterways and Environment is timely and reflects good governance. The Ministry of Waterways and Environment is first for the region and one of the few in small islands developing states and one of the few in the world. Mr. Speaker, the formulation of Ministry of Waterways and Environment reflects government's vision to manage our water resources and safeguard our environment through an integrated, pragmatic approach. The Ministry of Waterways and Environment should be committed to providing all Fijians with a quality living environment, pristine ecosystems, and mitigate socio-economic impacts of flood and coastal erosion. Provision for drainage planning, flooding, managing flood risk, mitigating floods, managing water resources, and achieving environmental sustainability shall be the essence of the Ministry. Madam Speaker, the Ministry shall achieve the above through innovation, integrity, equity, respect, and vibrant partnerships. Madam Speaker, given our geographical location, we are faced with increased exposure to extreme events of climate change, such as sea level rise, cyclones, and floods, thus calling for more resilience-building works. Madam Speaker, memories of the devastation caused by Cyclone Winston are still with us, and we're still coming to terms with the recent flooding caused by excessive rainfall in the Cyclone Jocelyn. Madam Speaker, as I speak, millions of people in Japan are being evacuated from their homes due to major flooding in the area. Let me quote from a news article on BBC posted last Sunday titled, "Japan Floods, Extreme Danger Amid Record Rainfall." And I quote, "Parts of Western Japan hit by deadly floods and landslides are facing unprecedented danger as more downpours are expected," officials warn. "We have never experienced this kind of rain before," our weather officials said. More than 60 people are dead and dozens missing after record rainfall caused rivers to burst their banks in Hiroshima and other areas. 2 million people have been ordered to evacuate. PM Shinzo Abe said rescuers were working against time. There are still many people missing and others in need of help, the Prime Minister told reporters on Sunday. Since Thursday, parts of Western Japan have received 3 times the usual rainfall for the whole of July, setting off floods and landslides. An official at the Japanese Meteorological Agency told a news conference, "This is a situation of extreme danger," unquote. Madam Speaker, as of today, 100 people have been noted to have lost lives in this flood in Japan that took place last weekend. Madam Speaker, Ministry of Waterways were formed during last year's budget announcement to improve waterways and provide flood protection to Fijian communities, a threat that is projected to deteriorate due to the effects of climate change. As such, consolidating the efforts of Ministry of Environment and Ministry of Waterways into one provides a strategic platform to deliver our services and streamlines government's ability to direct environmental funding and support the nation's flood adaptation and resilience efforts. Madam Speaker, the total budgetary allocation for the Ministry of Waterways and Environment is 69.9 million for the fiscal year 2018-19. 14.2 million is allocated for environmental protection initiatives, illustrating the resolute commitment of government to ensure that no development in Fiji comes at a cost of overall health of our natural environment. Furthermore, Madam Speaker, 55.7 million is allocated for waterways. This will fund the policy and administration program, waterways services program, including capital projects that will be undertaken in the 2018-19 fiscal year. Madam Speaker, water and waterways are strategic issues and as such of great national importance. Our tremendous efforts in the current budget year have improved the situation to some extent, but we are nowhere near to where we want to be. We have spent all efforts to address the problem downstream on all these years and minimal to manage the risk upstream the watersheds. Madam Speaker, it is our watershed and catchments where we need to put all our efforts moving forward, a key strategic direction the Ministry will align to moving forward. Environmental degradation and deteriorating waterways pose fundamental challenges to sustainable development and scrutiny of our Fijian families. Socio-economic advances cannot be sustained without clean air to breathe, safe water to drink, healthy soils for crops and livestock production, and a clean and stable environment to support work and life. As such, the Ministry will ensure that environment is safeguarded while we as a nation pursue economic development and provide security to our families. Madam Speaker, in a world facing severe challenges to the environment and water resource availability, consolidation of the efforts of the two ministries presents opportune time to formulate policies aimed to sustainably manage our natural resources. Madam Speaker, waterways in Fiji have intrinsic environmental, ecological value and also provide a wide range of ecological systems. Ecosystem services result from a waterways hydrology, landforms, vegetation, fauna, and microorganisms which function together as an ecosystem to provide beneficial outcomes for people and other ecosystems. It is therefore important to explore initiatives initiatives like payment for ecosystem services to achieve sustainable development and management of nation's water resource for economy-wide benefits. Madam Speaker, solutions like hard engineering structures are no longer adequate to protect us from fluvial flooding and coastal storm surges. The hard engineering structures require enormous investments and regular maintenance. As such, we need to explore options to include nature-based solutions to our current problem. Madam Speaker, implementation of nature-based interventions to mitigate floods, erosions and catchment management is on the rise. There is a lot to say in support of nature-based solutions. They are generally low carbon, sustainable and environmentally friendly, and they deliver additional core benefits. As such, the Ministry will include options for nature, ecosystem-based mitigating strategies moving forward, and work on this has already begun. Madam Speaker, the Ministry has reassessed its activities structure and service delivery for 2018-19 fiscal year will be through 3 thematic programs: policy administration, waterways services and environment. Madam Speaker, the policy and administration program provides policy and technical advice based on applied scientific research and analytical methods in waterways management through objective research-based information in the development, implementation and evaluation of waterways and water management related policies and issues in Fiji. A total of 1.5 million is allocated to policy and administration program to carry this activity. Madam Speaker, Waterways Services Program carries out all the operational activities of the Ministry, hence it is the core of the Ministry. All of the capital projects are administered and carried out through this program. This includes implementation of irrigation, drainage, flood protection. Madam Speaker, as such, 55.7 million is allocated for Waterways Services Program. Madam Speaker, 47.4 million of the above allocation is allocated for capital works. Which means, Madam Speaker, 85% of the total allocation for this component is for capital works, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, this reflects the nature of work we will carry out in the Ministry. 67% of the total allocation will be used for capital projects focusing on mitigating flooding, developing more effective flood management strategies, waterway dredging, river embankment and coastal management, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, for the 2019 fiscal year, the Waterways Service Program will implement technical engineering measures addressing drainage and flood protection, smart agricultural irrigation solutions, waterway dredging and river embankment and coastal management activities. As such, Madam Speaker, the above activities will be provided to the following programs. 1. Maintenance of irrigation schemes, Madam Speaker. 2. Maintenance of drainage through Municipal Council Drainage Program. 3. Drainage and flood protection program. 4. Watershed management program. 5. Maintenance of drainage systems for non-municipal areas. 6. Coastal erosion protection program. 7. Irrigation support for farm development. 8. Drainage for farmlands program. 9. Drainage for rural residential and areas program, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, the last 4 of the above were formulated to ensure adequate drainage, coastal protection and irrigation support to all Fijian families through the provision of effective flood management system, introduction of smart agricultural technology solutions for seasonal farmers, and waterway dredging, riverbank and coastal management activities, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, for the coastal protection works, we have got an allocation of 14 million, Madam Speaker. This program is proposed to improve the coastal resilience of coastal communities and families to the impact of climate change, induced coastal erosion, storm surge, and coastal flooding. The activities covered in the Coastal Protection Program comprise implementing a structural and non-structural measures for vulnerable families and communities. Madam Speaker, a total of 34 coastal protection activities has been identified for the next fiscal year. This includes 19 in Central Division, including the province of Namosi, Rewa and Tailevu, 8 in the Northern Division, in the province of Goa, Maduwata and the Kondrove. Speaker, 4 in the Eastern Division, Kandavu and Lomaiviti, 3 in the Eastern Division, in the Western Division, Nandronga, Ba and Ra. Madam Speaker, irrigation support for farm development has got an allocation of 2.5 million. Madam Speaker, we are first time ever, we have also have an allocation of 3 million to undertake drainage of farmlands, both sugar and non-sugar, Madam Speaker. So for the first time ever, Madam Speaker, we'll undertake drainage work in non-sugar farms, which is non-dairy or non-sugar cash crop. Madam Speaker, for the first time, we have also have an allocation of $3 million to undertake drainage work for rural residential areas. This is villages and settlement, Madam Speaker. The number of villages, Madam Speaker, which are close to the rivers and coastal area, which requires drainage work, Madam Speaker, and our government has now decided to address this issue in the coming financial year with a $3 million allocation, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, we now also have a $14.4 million allocation for, to undertake river dredging work, Madam Speaker. This includes Sigatoka River Dredging Phase 3, Lambasa River maintenance and dredging works, Reva River and the tributaries, Madam Speaker, Penang River dredging work. Madam Speaker, riverbank protection work we will be undertaking at Mataningara Bank, Sabu Village Bank, Naikeli Village, Courthouse Bank protection in Lambasa, Wainiwanga River and Wainibuambua River in Wanandoi, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, the coastal embankment protection works, Navulau Village, Rukuruku Village, Namuli Village, Bao Island, Nasilai Village, Watani Village, Nauru Village, Sasa Village, Nakawanga Village. Madam Speaker, we're looking for a very exciting area, Madam Speaker. We've got an allocation of 1.9 million to also undertake maintenance for irrigation schemes, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, with these works, we look forward to reaching our families and secure them in the coming year. And I wish all our Fijian families all the best. Thank you, Madam Speaker.